I'm Karen Campion, COO of Aions Ventures. And what does Women's Month mean to me? August always makes me pause. It's a reminder that South African women marched on the union buildings to demand real change, not just slogans. As a founder, it pushes me to ask, am I moving capital, contracts, and confidence toward other women? It's both a celebration and a deadline. 1 month to recommit to backing women the other 11 months of the year. Why did we start Aions Ventures? Aions was actually started in 2020. We really only started trading in 2022, but the idea for Aions came about in 2020 when my co-founder Mitchin Adams and I were talking about all of the socioeconomic problems in the country and the lack of service delivery, and what could be causing these problems and how we could potentially solve it. A massive issue with socioeconomic problems is the high rate of unemployment. How could we alleviate unemployment? And we started looking into this, into different businesses and companies in the country, and found that small businesses are the lifeblood of the South African economy. Small businesses comprise over 60% of the GDP. And so we surmised, well, if we could build sustainable businesses, we could create sustainable employment opportunities. And that's what we did. It's a shocking statistic that most small businesses will fail in their 6th or 7th year, and 50% will fail by year 2. So if we could just push them over the 2-year mark, they've got a great chance at succeeding. Aions is derived from the Greek word Aions, which means life force, and it's also a Finnish verb, which means I intend to start something, which we thought was really fitting. Beyond compliance and funding, what's missing? Relationships and real-world tactics. A tax clearance letter means nothing if a founder can't get a trusted transporter to deliver goods or a buyer who pays on time. So women really need supply chain introductions, negotiating muscle, and mentors who are willing to swap WhatsApps late at night. They don't need another PDF or a short online course on how to write a business plan. Why did we build USCO the way we did? So to explain, USCO is our trade finance arm, and USCO is also a Finnish word which means safe and secure. So securing payment or transactions from one place to another. And traditional finance always asks, what collateral do you have? Give me your historical financials. I need 3 years audited financial statements. USCO says, do you have a signed contract? We can help you deliver. We look at the deals in isolation. We pay suppliers directly. We own those goods until the customer pays, and then we split the profit with the entrepreneur. So we don't charge exorbitant interest rates. We don't take the lion's share of the margin. Essentially, the female entrepreneur keeps equity, avoids loan stress, and proves her capacity on day one. It's funding that thinks like a partner and not like a bank. What are some undertapped industries for South African women? Agri-processing needs local female operators. The informal logistics that power spaza shops is another gold mine. Renewable microgrids in rural areas, waste to value recycling, and the digital health supply chain are all spaces where women's community networks give them a natural edge, yet they're barely visible in investor decks. Why do we consider successful women still invisible? They trade in cash, they buy in cash, they sell and get cash, but they never formalize those records. So a credit bureau shows zero. They've got no collateral, they've got no historics. Then you add in a 60-day corporate payment term, and they're cash starved. So we fix this by integrating point of sale data, photographing deliveries or other milestones, and paying the moment goods land. Once the data trail exists, the formal economy can finally see her. We actually open accounts with the female entrepreneurs so that they can create credit history and go to traditional financiers once the business starts picking up. The biggest differentiator is that we are committing to impact, not to growing our own business. We want many other businesses to grow and survive because it helps all of us, from consumer to supplier to ultimate buyer. How has being a woman shaped your business style? I would say that being a woman has shaped my business style in the fact that I negotiate like I'm planning a community event. Every stakeholder should feel heard. Women manage risk a lot better by building deep relationships before they place bigger bets. So yes, we are more risk averse, but it prevents problems from occurring later down the line. And yeah, just working with empathy, curiosity, and a bit of healthy skepticism are superpowers investors don't value enough. So yes, we might be risk averse and we might be a bit more cynical, but I do think that it helps prevent from larger problems further down the line. And then lastly, my call to action for this Women's Month is funders, this is to you. Switch from collateral-based lending to purchase order financing. Corporates, pay SMEs when they deliver. There's no need to hold on to money for even 10 days, but holding on to cash that could literally save a business. If you're I don't want to mention big names here, but if you're a big corporate and you're holding on to small companies' money for 10, 30, 60, 90 days, it's just not fair. You have the cash flow that'll be able to keep you afloat. A female entrepreneur does not have that cash. Just pay her on time when she delivers. Policymakers set targets for women-led businesses that actually paid each quarter. And just from a female perspective, talking to the fellow female hustlers out there, don't stop. Even if you are about to stop, it's like that picture of that man I think he's in a diamond mine, and he's chipping away, and the viewer can see that there's a diamond just on the other side of that wall that he's chipping away, and one miner decides to leave and that diamond's still there, and the other guy goes, if I just hit it once more, I can get to that diamond. And so don't give up. There is support out there. Seek it within your own networks. Make sure that you have a product that fulfills a demand. I think there's a lot of times guys think because they've got an idea that works for them that there is actually a demand for the product or service. Just sense check that, and watch your cash flow. Make sure that you're recording, even if it's on an Excel spreadsheet or on a piece of paper. Make sure that you're recording all of your transactions, and good luck. You can hit me up at info@aions.co.za or karen@aions.co.za if you have any more questions, and happy Women's Month.